Hey everyone, Travis here at the end of day 2 of promotion relegation, joined by Krepo, who has now 3-0'd himself back into the LCS with EG, along with a crew of cast of characters and individuals at esports. Just, that Johnny Rue, he's just a crazy person. Either way, Krepo, you're back. You stomped on Coast. First question is, you tweeted right after you won that you did that for Rux and Golden Glue. I also saw Sheep say, think we would have had a better chance had we kept Rux and Golden Glue on the team. I was curious about your opinions regarding their decision to bring in some Koreans last minute.
I mean, I don't want to be a wise guy and a know-it-all, but I kind of don't like the way they replaced their members. I can understand if you need to replace members, it happens. But the way they handled it was poorly done. The timing was even more poorly done, and I think the replacements were worse. I think they would have had a higher chance with Golden Glues, with Rux in there. I don't like the way they try to spin it. Like we got these two fucking fluent Koreans coming over, challenger in Korea, which ended up being challenger in ranked 5s because they are rumored to be Diamond 2. And even those guys, how are those guys supposed to feel? They cannot do anything right now. Anything they'll do will be negative. If they win, it's because, oh damn, I hate them because they replaced the members. If they lose, it's like, see, told you so. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of how the Coast management took care of that. The fact that your players are divided already shows you that it's not a right move, because team atmosphere, especially on these best of 5s, are way more important than individual skill.
You seem to take issue with Dash calling it a clean 3-0. You feel like, looking back at that it wasn't as clean as maybe you would have liked it to have been?
I'm really happy it turned out to be a 3-0, given how some of the games started, and we got a little overzealous sometimes and tried to end it too soon. We died in 2v2 ganks. I died face checking a couple times, but our quote unquote rotations were good. We kept taking towers. First 2 games we were 5-0 towers every time. Second game I can't even remember, but we were towers up again, even though we were falling left and right. So I'm happy that we played the map well. I'm kind of sad that we had to resort to playing the map at one point because we threw away our lead. But 3-0 was the goal. We got that. We're back in the LCS, and we can't complain.
Monte Cristo and Doublelift have both announced that they will be part of the analyst desk. You tweeted publicly to me after Doublelift announced that he was going to be there, saying that he wasn't supposed to do that, which many people thought implied that you knew, or that you would be on the analyst desk, and thus you would know when he was supposed to say something and when he isn't. So are you able to say at this point if you're going to be on it or not?
Well, usually I listen when people tell me hey, don't tell anyone. But then production put in the replay of me dying the Baron. So for you, Dave, yes, I will be at the analyst desk.
There we go. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. That just helped this interview out a bit. Okay, good. Congratulations on that. So I guess you'll be sticking around in LA for a little bit. I know that analyst is supposed to move over for Seoul as well, so hopefully we'll get a chance to see you there. It's been a while since you and I partied in Seoul. A little bit over 2 years now. So are you excited to go back?
Yeah, we go full circle. When we partied in Seoul, I had 1 chin. Then I developed 2 or 3. And hopefully I'll be back to 1 chin in Seoul. So the circle of life and chins is complete.
Are you still going to be doing a mad hunt for, what was it, Duvel? Yeah, well, last time we were there, that was the only thing you're on a mission. Any place you could find Duvel beer was the best thing ever, even though they were probably charging $30 for it.
I have a rule that I tend to only drink at events now, because I love my beer way too much. And it's not to get drunk, I just love the taste. I have a bottle of Duvel at home, I think, still in the fridge. It's my motivation every time I open it. If we win against Coast, I get a bottle. So I will be drinking an exceptional bottle of Duvel tonight and celebrate. And then, I love Korea. I love bibimbap. I love Korean barbecue. I love the social eating atmosphere. I love walking in the middle of the road and have the cars going between you, because that's Korean style. I really hope Alliance makes it to at least Busan, because then me, Frog, and Wicked can go for a reunion Korean barbecue. Good old days. Yeah, and I look forward to it. I need to brush up on my knowledge. I haven't watched enough OGN. I haven't watched enough LPL. I made Riot aware of this. I will do my best at analyzing the games, especially post-game. I feel that's where my strength lies. And I just hope the desk is going to be as fun as last year. We just try to add something a little extra for the fans that they just can't get out of the normal broadcast. A little bit of joking, banter, but also try and keep it as in-depth as we can. I know Monty wants to look at a lot of map movements. Me too. I'm at a point where I have a decent understanding of the game again. For me, it goes in waves. So you get really good at knowing the meta game, and then you just clamp onto that knowledge to a point where it changes past you. and then you have to relearn it again. So I feel like right now I have a really good understanding of how it goes. Maybe in 2 months I won't anymore because I won't be scrimming. But I look forward to sharing some of my quote-unquote knowledge with the world.
Knowledge, and I'm sure trash talk between you and Monty and Doublelift.
I don't know what I could possibly trash talk Doublelift about, except for all the scrims we won this week.
Well, I mean, you guys were relegation buddies, so maybe that'll have brought you closer together. You know?
I'm actually really happy they made it back in, because I think like CLG had a lot of issues, and I don't think no one single person is to blame there. It is really a combination of personalities clashing, like problems, tiny problems, just allow themselves to grow and grow and grow until they become too big to handle. So I really have a lot of empathy of what went on there. I try to help them as much as I could, talking to them. They're all good friends of mine. So I'm really happy they made it back into LCS.
You guys have made it back in. Is this a roster that we should expect to see next split for EG?
I mean, yes, but you never know. Like, I can't, like, even if I had knowledge right now that I wasn't going to tell you anyways. So,
I mean, I have to ask the question anyway.
Yeah, okay, yes, exactly, it is, and hypothetically, you maybe know. But you never know. Like, Worlds, given the history of roster shakeups every year and how they were progressively worse, compare last year's roster shakeups to the year before. I think last year, every roster except maybe one, Cloud9, changed. So, given the fact that Worlds is getting more and more important, streamer personalities are going down, there's a lot more emphasis on performing well, on just being good at the game and being a World Finals team. You might see roster changes again across the board.
This is a very random question. I'm going to hit you with it, and I don't think you were aware of it because it happened while you were playing your games. But Azubu just announced a partnership with Kespa, where now apparently all the top Korean players and Korean teams are going to start streaming on Azubu. Do you think that, as I only bring it up because you mentioned that you've seen like less of an emphasis on people streaming a lot and streaming personalities, do you think do you have any thoughts on maybe the Koreans starting to stream?
Well, I think that will be their licensed streaming partner. That doesn't tell you anything about how many streamers are actually going to be on there. Just because Faker is licensed to stream on Azubu doesn't mean Faker will stream on Azubu. The thing is, though, if you look at numbers in streams right now, doing well in LCS translates into your stream views if you're a top 3 team. I think Koreans are missing out on a lot of potential like money maybe from streaming, but I don't think in that culture it's the main priority. It's all result focused based. So, I mean, if they stream, I'd love to watch some of the games. I would rather have them on Twitch, the best streaming platform out there. But I mean, we'll see. Time will tell.
Very good. Anything that you guys have or that you specifically have planned for after Worlds? Any vacation trips? I know I'm trying to get a buddy of mine to go with me to Australia after Worlds. Just curious if you have any plans because some people are going to go to Japan, etc.
Yeah, I heard about all that. I mean, I'll be busy with Worlds until it finishes. So I'll be in Busan and then in Seoul. And for me, vacation is really just going home. It's really weird that I have to tell my friends that when they're home. It's like, no, this is vacation. I really miss my hometown. I miss my friends. I'm just going to go home, rent a car so I can go around and try to hit the gym a lot, be healthy-ish, go out in the weekends. I really miss my friends, keep my game up, and then, yeah, need to get a new visa. My visa expires after Worlds, so that I can't even be in LA anymore. And, yeah, I just really want to go home. Like, I'm really looking forward to Christmas and New Year's Eve at home with all my friends who don't actually care about gaming. They know that it's relatively big because I hit the newspaper sometimes, and I might be on a really cool talk show. Even though Shocks was the first one to do it, but I might be going finally on one as well, and I'm like really like giddy about that. But yeah, it's so much fun to be with people that don't care about gaming. The only thing you'll say is, "Oh, Big Shot walks in, buy us around," and then we talk, and it's wonderful.
What a great way to end this interview. Krepo, do you have any shout-outs, plugs, anything you want to say?
Thank you from Usual Geniuses for keeping to support us. Thank you, Travis, for the interview. Thank you, Marking, for doing splendid camera work, even though it's on a tripod. And thank you to all the fans that supported us. Definitely a lot of people were really positive. Hey guys, like Super Week, turn it around. People here that came out, people that watched the stream online. Yeah, thank you so much.
For those that don't know, the tripod I've been using all split long is name Marking. That's the name that I gave it. So it's whenever you hear that reference, it's not a person, it's a tripod. Thanks so much for the interview, Krepo. You can check out the rest of our coverage of all things leading up to Worlds and more at ongamers.com.